Hey guys, welcome to today's class. Have fun.
Reproductive health is the ability of people to have a satisfying and safe sex life and the capacity to reproduce, as well as the freedom to decide if, when, and how often to do so. So we can say reproductive health is when one is in good health, or to check your health, so you'll be able to carry out what sexual activity, or you'll be able to get pregnant, to give birth to young ones. Importance of reproductive health. Reproductive health is very important because it promotes what good sexual health, which enhances life and personal relation. Number one, it promotes family happiness and improving sexual responsibility. When you are healthy, you'll be able to make your partner happy. Number two, improving the protection of teenagers against HIV, AIDS, and other sexual transmitted infection, STI. It makes them to be aware of sexual transmitted infection, sexual transmitted diseases, encouraging individuals to experience healthy sexual development and maturation. Number four, enhancing the avoidance of what illness, diseases, and disabilities related to sex and reproduction, improving people access to basic and reproductive health information, because some parents, when they think their children is too young to know about sex, that is when you're supposed to teach your children, supposed to teach them the importance, the disease that comes when you have unprotected sex. Now, care and protection of what reproductive system. How do you care for your reproductive system? What and what can you use to protect your reproductive system? The human reproductive organ, particularly the penis and the vagina, are open to the outside environment. So how can you care and protect? Number one, circumcision of the male at childbirth, reducing the effect of what microorganism on the foreskin of the penis. Number two, wash the opening and surrounding of the reproductive organ regularly with clean water. You don't have to put any disinfectant, just use clean water to wash the opening and the surrounding of your reproductive organ. Number three, shaving of the public air to avoid the growth of bacteria and microorganisms. Make sure you shave your public air. Number four, keep your toilet clean. Keep your toilet clean. Make sure you wash your toilets and keep them clean. 5. Washing of pants regularly and wearing clean pants. You don't use one pant for 2 or 3 days or one boxer for 1 week. You make sure you wear clean pants and clean underwears. Number 6. Keep away from sex before marriage. Keep away from sex before marriage, because you can get contacted with, let's say, gonorrhea and unwanted pregnancy. Number 7, using sanitary pad by female during menstruation to avoid getting stained and infected, to avoid infection and to avoid getting stained. Use sanitary pad. How do you use sanitary pad? Change your sanitary pad after 4 hours. Make sure you change your sanitary pad after 4 hours. Coping skills for preserving reproductive health. The coping skills for preserving reproductive health are: number 1, educational empowerment. You go to school, you inform children about what? Reproductive health. You tell them the advantages of what? Having sex before, the disadvantages of having sex before marriage. Multisexual activity. Prevention of reproductive tract infection, including STI, through preventive counseling. Condom distribution as part of primary health care. You distribute condom and sanitary pad. Number 4, discouragement of harmful practice. Number 5, compulsory sex education. Make sure you teach your children the don'ts and do of what? Sex education. Abortion counseling and family planning. Abortion counseling and family planning. 7, make sure you eat well, eating balanced diet. Prevention of STI, HIV, AIDS. STI, this means sexually transmitted infections. These are diseases transmitted through sexual intercourse with an infected person. Example, we have syphilis, gonorrhea, etc. When an elder person has sexual intercourse with an infected person, someone that have gonorrhea, you discover in 3 to 5 days in male, discover a white discharge from your urinary tract and a burning sensation, painful feeling during urination. And when the person wants to urinate, you discover a painful feeling. In female, it shows no symptoms at all, but it can cause what? Blindness in children. 8. This means acquired immune deficiency syndrome. AIDS is an illness that attacks and breaks down the body immune system and exposes the individual to infection and may usually lead to death. HIV. This means human immunodeficiency virus. This is simple living virus that causes AIDS in human being. HIV can be transmitted sexually through what? Intercourse with an infected person, from infected mother to the child during pregnancy or as a result of breastfeeding, during blood transfusion, using unsterilized sharp instrument, etc. HIV infects special cells in the body. It actually destroys these cells and leaves the individual to be exposed to other diseases. Preventive method. How can you prevent STI, HIV, and AIDS? Number 1, the use of condom. The use of what? Condom. This protects one from contracting sexually transmitted disease. Condom protects one from an elderly person from contracting what? Sexually transmitted disease. Abstinence, which is the best. This means totally avoiding sexual intercourse. This can be achieved through strict discipline and self-control. When you tell yourself you're not going to have sexual intercourse with a man until you are married, you make sure you discipline yourself. Number 3, proper screening. Proper screening of blood, injection with unsterilized needle, and cutting hair with what? Sterilized clipper. Make sure before blood transfusion there is a proper screening of the blood, and any injection needle used must be what? Sterilized. Enlightenment campaign through poster, public lecture, jingles, or radio and television. Make sure we enlighten our children. You tell others about the consequences, what is there, the disadvantages of having of not abstaining, disadvantages of not using condom, disadvantages of not screening blood properly before transfusion, consequences of irresponsible sexual behavior. When you have different partner, you are exposed to what? STI, HIV and AIDS. Number 2, unwanted pregnancy and early marriage. Unwanted pregnancy and early marriage. Abstinence is the best. Number 3, rejection by the society. Number 4, abortion. We can decide to commit abortion to evacuate the child, but it might lead to what? Death.
I hope the class was interesting. If you have questions, please drop them in the comment section or send us an email. We will love to help you further. See you in the next class.